Beachy Stout and him son boy then get themselves in a serious problem. I mean I tell us them similar in all aspect. Cause according to the loop, Beachy Stout's son gave gory details of how he killed his wife in the US. Yeah man, what a dangerous youth man. Bugger sitting go on a court boy, a sentence and sentence him now. A gone in gone.
BaggaThingz, they have to make a statement. If I know BaggaThingz TV, it don't make sense. A BaggaThingz TV, I run things all the time. BaggaThingz TV Media.
Whenever hear the saying say, so the father, so the son, the papa was at this and I saw the son come. Yeah man, them all have song on it, you know. This a youth that take everything from his father to blow out. They must say right now, Andre McDonald faces 20 years in prison for the slapper of his wife after finding out that she had cut him from a stake in her company. Yeah, man decides to boy my boss off already, you know. Cause she take him off of the company, stake in a certain things, you know. Saying, Andre McDonald, son of Portland businessman and murder accused Everton Beachy Stout McDonald, was on Friday convicted of manslaughter in relation to the killing of his 29-year-old wife, Andreen, in San Antonio, Texas, United States, nearly 4 years ago. Bad boy, me I tell you, say, the same thing will happen to Beachy Stout, man, me I tell you, say, and the same thing catch his son. I don't know. How they have the same behavior, someone? How they so similar? The father and the son. John, no boy. Boy, they can't say a jacket them, you know. They can't say Beachy Stout get a jacket because the son take the same thing from him, you know. The son take all the DNA, all of the traits. The son is similar to the father to Bombinigo, boy. Here what they say now, we're going to paper and break it down to now because this is youth in lucky seeing where still, even though 20 years in get. The paper goes on to say Andre, who is himself a Jamaican native like his deceased wife and was a U.S. Air Force Reserve Major, had testified during his own murder trial that he killed Andreen, I must say, in self-defense and disposed of her body. John, no boy, what this man? What fueled his anger, he said, was that days before the killing, he learned of Andreen's intention to cut him out of a stake in her company. What this? Them are sitting here no normal, you know, man. Them sitting here serious, you know. These things lead to whole heap of killing. A jury returned a guilty verdict for manslaughter after deliberating for more than 10 hours on Friday. So the jury deliberating, you know, think about it, then go through it, then peruse everything, then check up everything, and then come back in 10 hours on Friday and made a decision. The younger McDonald was initially on trial for murder and tampering with evidence. All of these things are going on with his son, and Bagga sitting there going to Jamaica with the father. And what this, man? This is a family that turn upside down, boy. I tell you, come like some crosses catches a family, you know, man. You understand? All them causes upon himself. I don't know. Here what they said now. In reaction to the verdict, Bexar County District Attorney Joe Gonzalez Stone Kens 5 news that it's not what we expect, not what we hope for. See? But in underscoring that the prosecution respected the jury's decision, Gonzalez said the focus now is on asking the jury to consider the maximum sentence of 20 years for McDonald. 20 years, they say they want, you know. The sentence hearing is expected to kick off on Monday, with the decision of the sentence expected later in the week. 20 years, they might hear final look like that them a game. While the father there Jamaica don't know how much more get to bulky the Eagles because they put 2 wives on his head, you know. They say a 2 wife he murder. And the son now come murder 1. John no boy. Daddy and the son boy, Papa and the son, I see them. It look like. At the trial which began last month, Andreen's mother, as well as close friend, told the court that McDonald had confessed to the murder on the phone. But in court, the Jamaican-born basically confessed to having harmed his wife during a physical dispute causing her death. And the best thing he used still, if he use a defense in a self-defense. So a lawyer uses self-defense to defend himself. Who to tell? Me don't know if the girl attack him first or him attack the girl or something. But it result in her dead. And that's very sad. They must say, after the incident, the young McDonald said about midnight on March 1st, 2019, he and his wife had an argument shortly after he arrived at their San Antonio home, during which she was cursing him and hurling sexual charges and homophobic insult, including reference to his mother. So right now, it come like a boy, when this youth hear them and sit them out, it trigger him off, Come like a lady, I cuss him out and this him up wicked and boy, I bat him on boy, this and that and that and that. And it look like he get to him head. After threatening her with a divorce, McDonald said Andrine spat in his face and charged at him, following which their heads collided. Oh, but I saw this a girl about. If I show, yeah, man. And say in the United States, them sitting there going on the levels where some woman, them do some things where you'd never believe to, Me no say a lie, me no say a truth. But when me know say a lot of women are empowered in the United States. They will shot you a box, man. I tell you that, big and serious. They will do some things where they never do at Jamaica. Because the protection with them feel. Saying, who to tell, I don't know. Maybe I just feel he alibi that. You understand? But as me I say, we have to reason it on a 2 levels, see way. 2 levels, we now look upon it one way. Saying, the end of the day, she shouldn't even dead. Even if we kill her to see way. But fighting result in many different things still. Some either thing go on sometime. Saying, they must say he said she rushed into the bathroom to examine a wound that was bleeding. But when he tried to assist her, she rushed at him. It come like some boy, she get injured, man. After she rushed him, then collided, their head collided. She rushed into the bathroom now. He said, boom, boy, me a bleed. Him say now, he rush in there, he say, hold on there, what go on, me try to help you. And put a band-aid on you or something. It come like some boy, a more war start up. Boom, but here we must say, he testified that he drew her to the ground and kicked her twice, but said he could not recall where on her body he kicked her. John no star come like he mash up her head, See? The news report that McDonald then heard footsteps and realized that the couple's 6-year-old daughter, Elena, may have seen or heard the commotion in his and his wife's master bedroom. Boom, boys, you look up in the ear, everything. I know what go on. So, everything gone bad, they say, everything gone bad. This a girl that get some wool up her lick, mash up herself and all sort of sitting go on. After taking the child away, after he saw Andrine wheezing on the floor, McDonald said he returned to the bedroom, He returned right to the bedroom. Here we must say, I made it over and grabbed her face and then feel a pulse. I put my ear next to her nose to see if she was breathing, and she was not, McDonald said during the trial, adding that he then contemplated calling 911. Boom, but boy, she was already gone. Honestly, I became pretty frantic at that point. She's dead on the floor. We just had a fight. Obviously, I am going to get blamed for this. The younger McDonald recalled in court. John no star. You see that? I like a squabble, argument, lead up now to physical, and at that reach him, Saying the Cairns 5 News reported that McDonald testified that he became angry after learning Andrine, a then businesswoman and a native of Portland, Jamaica, had left his name out of business decision. So she cut him out of the business now. She said, "No, man, you're not going to make no money." Saying, "It is not every day you find out your wife's ripping you off." McDonald also said in court, "Oh, but this a woman a serious no blower, If I that go on same way, as me tell her say, in every story, there always 2 sides. So me can't say, boy, a female side alone wrong. Maybe she decided to take him off. That piss him off. It will piss off anybody too. But at the same time, it shouldn't lead up to the violence and the crime. He said by the time of those developments, their marriage was already crumbling, especially when he learned of Andrine's purporting rethinking of a relationship with another ex-boyfriend in Jamaica. She decides, boy, she gone, man. She check out long time. Everything done right, saying everything a crumble. And when she had to know while she leaving, she's taking him off and everything. She decides, boy, a different movement she depend on now. McDonald also confessed that dragging Andrine's body out of the house, beating it in the process with a hammer in a fit of rage, setting it on fire and dumping the remains. You see me I say? Yeah man, that really pissed him off still. And when you think about it, you say, boy, John no. It look like say that's why they give him 20 years, you know. Cause I know say they not give him more. But it look like say everybody I look through the case, the jury, and them I say, hold on there. You know, say this husband was probably abused, financially abused. He was probably abused by the shock we reach him. Or that's why they look upon it saying, come here I say, first, when we read it, I say 20 years for murder. It come like say they add up everything, self-defense. And they must say, boy, it come like say he was abused financially because she deliberately take him off of the account and all these things. Can be very shocking. And at the same time, him just lose it. Because they might look upon it, you know. They have a thing what they call snap. He snapped at that time. He had snapped at that time because of the emotion and everything we might go through. And in a real life, you have something that go on, domestic violence in America scene where woman attack man, man attack woman, bugger sitting, so all of us sitting. So it come like say the evidence that shows say boy, certain things go on. And them look upon it and say, alright, yeah no, we're gonna just reduce his sentence to 20 years because a murder will bring him to 35 or more. So come like them look through it and say, John, no, that go on. You see me I say? What a sad case, man. We lost this Jamaican girl. She gone in the process. Nobody no win in the end, you know. Everybody lose. You see me I say? Really, really sad. They must say now, here must say now in quotation, I get really angry. So at that point, I pour like a gas on her and I lit the fire. McDonald recall adding that at that point, I got like really, really pissed off and I just start hitting the body with a hammer. So him start hit the body upon the ground with a hammer in the man. Till the man get serious, you know. Continuing, he said, I remember the claw of the hammer got stuck in her neck and I was like, I ripping the hammer out. He mash up her body wicked. I thought I was done hitting the body, but as I was starting to walk away, I get like one more whack somewhere on the body. I am not sure where that was. Yo, me I tell you the man mash up our wicked boy. McDonald told the court that he felt like he was a victim in the situation and blamed Andreen for destroying their lives. Yeah, no, this a girl that find somebody else and knew somebody in a Jamaica, you know. Then good have like an argument and you better than the see counseling and try to work it out. Do you understand? But it come like say boy, she decides say boy, she a cut. She already check out, you know. Check out of the relationship and and it come like while she's checking out of the relationship, she check him off for the blowout list, off for the savings. So the money and everything where him all lost and now it get to him head. Saying me I wonder what go on in the relationship if they were fighting. Serious domestic fighting that go on a long time. I don't know. The paper I said now he explained the reason why he felt so angry and went back to Andreen's body to hit her and set her on fire. The reason why I am really, really angry is that because I am thinking of this whole situation like I leave the house just to avoid the very situation that I am in. A confrontation with Andreen. He testified, adding that he regret not driving to Houston on the night of February the 28th, 2019 instead of returning home. Yeah man, situation like that, you know, you have to walk far from each other because it will lead up to violence or crime. Because when a person hears a boy then get cut off of the money, savings and some all type of thing, and hears a boy, your wife now move on with a different man and everything a change, probably behind him back, you don't even know. You know, justify him killing her still, you know. But him a go get now in a rage. That go start up a serious rage. You know what I must say? And all of this is my opinion, saying like could have been avoided. Like if Andreen wanted to go be with someone else, she was free to do that. She had a degree, she owned half of the business. Like why would she need to go through all of this stuff to try to get it all? Yeah man, as me telling us say, it can result into some serious thing. When a man really find out say boy, everything I tear down behind him, you know. The bridge is burning down. Everything I get cut off, him I get cut off or everything. So it come like say boy when he realize that now he must say, boy man, me can't believe this. Cause hear when him just say, he must say if she didn't want to go, she could have just easily do this and do this and do that and just take away herself. But she not like him, not like the fuck, you know. So she cut him off of the account and some little thing I go on. It shock him to blood, see me I tell you, he snap. Right, so And I take up for him, but he come like a jury look through that and I say, hold on there. He come like say this man I lose his mind immediately. Cause if I did premeditated murder, you know, if you need go home and think about it and plan it, I hold for years in I get. But it come like I owe him explain it to the jury. And the jury say, boy, he come in and see that. He lick up his nerves, shock up his brain cell. And that's why he react like that. Cause me I say, boy, 20 years, me expect more. But it look like at that them look through, you know. Yeah, man. So in this regard, all the case here now are unfold. It's different from his father, it look like. His father had a premeditated case, you know, in Jamaica with the death of his wife and thing. But it looked like said that it wasn't a premeditated case. It looked like say boy, just a event, something happened, and him just result in a rage. And I say a war start and bugger sitting. And this girl now come and lost her life, boy. Me I tell her say, all of them something happen sometime. Me I tell her boy, when you look through it, I say, why? Why these things have to happen? Life is a funny thing, you know. They must say when asked why he did not tell anyone where Andrine's body was, McDonald said he thought the body would have been found in a day or two. See that? He must testify about that, you know. Saying, however, it took investigators over 4 months to find her remains. It was discovered on a private property in San Antonio area on July the 11th, 2019. John, I say long it take, man. Long time it take, boy. 2 days later, Bexar County Sheriff officially announced that the remains were that of Andrine and McDonald was later charged. And from this, you know, I saw the case and everything brought to the court. Yeah, man. Sir, me have to cut here, so I'm more to go. But me have to really cut here, so still. Because me have to make a move, you know. It's me I say, yeah, man. But at that, go on, viewers and subscribers. We're looking at the case and we say, boy, murderation go on for the wife. Domestic dispute, boy. Me I tell her, say, relationship got soured. You understand? Beachy South's son end up just like his father. But when me look through the situation, it's kind of different. It's not a premeditated murder. It's just a result of anger. You know what I'm saying? He snapped. And as that result in the whole thing. In my assumption. You know what I'm saying? When you touch up the like button.
BaggaThingz Media TV, man. Thank you for watching. Make sure you share it. Make sure you subscribe. Press that notification bell to stay updated, man. Jamaican assassin killing all names. Urban legend. Jackal. Out.